Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Ryan and today I wanted to go over a pretty fun, easy LEETCODE question that I just came across and solved. And I wanted to do it again live and maybe it could help someone. So this one is called Roman to integer. It's an easy question. And the task is pretty straightforward. You have to write a function that accepts a string that is a Roman numeral, and you have to return the output, like the total, as an integer. For instance, I returns 3, LVII returns 58, and so on and so forth. So the description provides the main values for each Roman numeral. And in addition, it tells you these edge cases where if there's IV, that equates to 4, and if there's IX, that equals 9 rather than 10. So when I first read this prompt, my initial reaction was to create a hash map for both the main single Roman numeral values as well as another hash map that has these edge cases. So I'm using TypeScript, and let's just do that right now. So I'm going to create a hash map called Roman map. And this is just going to have these single integer values. Here we have this basic Roman numeral map. We're going to create another hash, which we will call edge cases. And this is going to have basically all the edge cases. So IV, X, XO, XC, CD, and CN. So what we're going to do is we're going to iterate over the characters of the string using a traditional for loop. And while we're iterating through the string, we're going to check first if the current character and the next character falls into one of these special edge cases. And if it does, then we're going to add it to the total and then skip the next iteration. And if there isn't any one of these edge cases, we're just going to check if it falls into this basic single Roman numeral map. And then if so, add it. And it should work. So we're going to use a traditional for loop where we're going to set an index to 0, and then I is going to be less than or equal to string.length, and then we're going to increment it by 1. We're going to create two variables, like let the current character, and in JavaScript you can access any character from a string by as if you were accessing the index from an array. So for instance, you can use this array notation. And if you go out of bounds, you're just going to get undefined. So it won't break your code too much if you access an out of bounds index. So that will be helpful. We're going to create another variable called next character. And it's simply going to be I plus 1. And now we're going to create two more variables where one is going to be check if either of these fall into the hash maps. So I'll call it special Roman. That's going to be in this. I'm going to check if combining the current character and the next character exists within the values of edge cases. And in JavaScript, you have this method called hasOwnProperty, which basically just checks if there's a key present in the hash that you're checking. And then I'm going to do the same thing for the single Roman numeral. And then we're just going to go to two if statements, checking first if that special Roman character exists. Oh, and I forgot, we're going to set a counter for the total. So if it's a special Roman numeral like IV, we're going to add the value by simply doing total plus equals edge cases, and then we're gonna concatenate the current character plus next character. And then since if this condition evaluates to true, we're gonna add one additional index to the loop to just tell us that we don't care about the next character. And we're gonna do else if is single Roman, and then the same thing. But this time we just care about the single current character. And then at the very end, outside of the for loop, we're going to return the total. And let's run it. Cool, it works. Submit it. Cool, beats 29%, which isn't the best, but it works. And I'm still learning my data structures and algorithms, but this looks like it has a O of n time complexity, and the space complexity is just these two maps that we added. And there's a couple like syntactic things that I could add to avoid this else if. We can just write next in JavaScript, and then we can just do two if statements, but didn't think it mattered too much. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. I'm still learning these LeetCode questions, so if you have any tips and tricks, let me know. All right, thanks.